All right. Hello, my name is Hassan Malik, and I did my speech on human sex trafficking.
Slavery has returned to American shores.
All right. Close your eyes. Imagine yourself buried alive, looking left and right with no one to call on, screaming and yelling, but echoes are only boomeranging inside of the soundproof coffin. Now open your eyes. Now you've just stepped into the everyday life of a sex trafficking victim. And like this mask, they have to wake up with a reflection of constant brutal episodes. Today, I will inform you on how the human slave trade not only affects people individually, but also the communities they live in. Most of us hardly think about those affected by human sex trafficking, but many all over the world have to face the sex trade on a daily basis. And every hour, the lustful business continues to expand. A group of researchers named the Polish Project is a form of modern-day, stated that it is a form of modern-day slavery where people profit off exploiting others. In my speech, I've learned that millions become victims worldwide. Today, I will inform you on how human sex trafficking affects individuals and their communities. A research group that hosts programs internationally to help stop human sex trafficking is the Polish Project. From those programs that group hosted, they were able to accumulate statistics. The statistics they accumulated where 1.2 million victims are trafficked worldwide. And out of those 1.2 million, they accumulated a ratio of 9-to-1 females dominant of victims that were trafficked. Researchers also found that 4,166 were women and young women that became prostitutes after being in the business for a while. And out of those 4,000, 355 were forced in. Because victims face harsh obstacles and are constantly tortured, victims then suffer psychological and physical damage. Psychologically, victims face damage such as separation. This is a mind state where you are no longer yourself, like you're always in a daze and distant from everyone else. Damage that could also leave an individual with a hatred mindset of the opposite sex. On the other hand, victims also face physical damage. Physical damage might be done when a victim doesn't want to cooperate, and a owner might have to use force, leaving victims with bone damage, bullet wounds, and even passing diseases to victims, such as AIDS or gonorrhea. Most of us might say, well, that's on them. They probably hung with the wrong crowd, or maybe was at the wrong place at the wrong time, and was kidnapped. Well, maybe so, but innocent lives are tormented by not even being victims. How? Well, let's take a look at a young girl named Debbie and her family. 15-year-old Debbie was playing outside, waiting for her mom to yell, "Dinner is ready." After saying bye to her friend, she was immediately snatched and thrown into a car. Her mom knew something was up when she yelled outside, and Debbie and her friend were nowhere in sight. After calling the police and investigating, the family received the news that little Debbie had been kidnapped and possibly taken in as a human trafficking victim, like many that were snatched in her area. The family then expressed that they were in shock, where they couldn't eat because the hurt, the excruciating pain, and they also suffered sleepless nights because they had thoughts of what happened to little Debbie. Finally finding Debbie, word spread about what happened to her when she was kidnapped to the time she was found. Rumors then circulated all through the city, causing Debbie and her friends at school to be looked on as fast or prostitutes. Debbie expressed her horrible pain in the interview, saying that things only became worse when she found out that she wasn't the only individual suffering, but her loved ones also. From statistics and victim stories, we can now see the seriousness of this tragic sex trade. As we have seen, many individuals face human sex trafficking every hour of the day. Sadly, as the days go by, thousands are adopted, and for every 1,000, 10,000 are affected, creating a domino effect.